celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, what is going on, everybody, man? Shout out everybody in the building. Hey, look, this wasn't my boy fault, man. I don't know. We don't know what was happening backstage. You hear me? Like something was happening, but we don't know what was happening. But it was something. You feel me?
It was something.
Hey, but we here now, man. As y'all noticed, my mic, I got it out the way. I had to bust out the USB tonight, man. But guess what? I was not letting this moment pass us up, man, because we got the GOAT, man. I call him the clip GOAT. You feel me? Like out there, out there getting all the great man. Hey, look, Dustin, I gotta be real with you. I look at you as an insider, bro. I really do. Like, I mean, there's no difference.
I try my best to be. Try my best.
Hey, facts, man. It is what it is, man. So listen, chat. First of all, hit the like button. You know what I mean? We gotta hit the like button for the bro, man. Let's show him some love tonight, man, because he's huge for the community. First of all, super huge for the community. There won't be any Ric Flairs tonight, unfortunately, y'all. Sorry. There won't be any skull horns tonight. You know what I mean? We'll make up for it, but we gonna get a ton of good content though. So that's what matters, man. We're gonna get a lot of tidbits, man. I definitely want to pick your brain, Dustin, man. But you know, how was your week though, man? Like, how was your week with everything? I mean, you've been busy almost every single day, man.
Yeah, at training camp, it's either been hot or it's been really smoky. And other than that, I mean, there's been a couple nice days that we've been having, you know, high 70s, mid 70s, stuff like that. So kind of nice for the fans at least to be in that type of weather, other than, you know, really smoky and hazy and then putridly hot, you know, 90 plus degrees. It was so bad out there. But other than that, I mean, it's been really fun out there these past couple days and past couple week, really. Family night was just last night. That was really fun to attend. Went there with my mom.
Okay.
That was her first time out there, so she enjoyed it. I got a picture with Kevin O'Connell. Those of you that know on my Twitter, you know, you see me post that picture. And then we got joint practices next week, not this week, but next week, Wednesday and Thursday. Really excited for those against the Patriots. But yeah, like I said, just super exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah, man, for sure. I seen all the pictures. I seen the picture with you with Kevin O'Connor, which you said it's the annual. I mean, is that something that you guys do kind of every year so far that you've been going out there?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
since
gonna
you've been
try.
there?
I mean, right now it's annual because I got one last year around this time for family night, and then
Okay.
obviously this year. So I'm gonna try to make that an annual thing.
We gotta keep it going. Gotta keep the
Gotta.
tradition going, man. Hey, he'll start to notice too. Like, damn, don't we do this shit every year? Like,
Yeah, right.
you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
Like, yeah, nah, for sure, man. So there's been a lot of talk, Dustin, man, about the team. Obviously, man, everybody's getting super excited, right? And you know, I gotta say, man, I feel like you got a lot of pressure. Like, I heard you say something. I can't remember if I heard you say it or maybe I seen you say it on X where you said, you know, you notice there's a lot more people now. Cause I feel like last year, bro, like you were like one of the only, bro, like for real, like
Yeah.
posting the type of clips you were posting. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And now, you know, not to take away from any other people that are doing it, but like there's more people that caught on to what you were doing last year and now they're doing it. So now that it's kind of foggy now, you know what I mean? A little bit.
Yeah,
But
and I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. I mean, I kind of look at myself as the trendsetter for that. You know, I've been going
right.
to camp recording stuff. You know, for those of I really started it for the people that are not in Minnesota that can attend these training camps.
Like
They can
me.
kind of see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, like you, for
Like
example.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of doing that for the past couple of years, and then, you know, slowly but surely, other people started filming, and the past couple of years, security's been really tight with filming. You know, hey, don't record, please don't record, stuff like that. This
Yeah.
year they've been pretty lackadaisical with that. You know, they've been looking at me filming, and they really don't care. But you know, there's more angles now for people that are filming. You know, we all don't just sit together and record the same exact play, but you know, like family night, there's different angles. You know, I was on one side of the field. Uh, there's another Twitter user on the other side of the field, and then Jason Harmon, he was in the Vizzy Lounge, which is like the little end zone view. So, you got other views going on too. So that's where I say it's not necessarily a bad thing going on either, but it's kind of like, I'm kind of like the clip king. It
Yeah.
just kind of it's my thing. Even Jason kind of said that, do your thing, bro. But
Yeah.
I don't know, it's exhausting too,
Yeah.
at certain times where you just gotta always not always be filming, but you can't really take as many breaks as you want to really enjoy practice. But
Right.
yeah, it kind of goes on. At least it's only a few weeks to do this, but yeah, no, it's all fun.
Nah, man, it's super beneficial for people like me. Like you said, shout out my Skull bro. People like him, man, Skull Mafia. He says people like him as well. I mean, a ton of
Mhm.
people, really, because I mean, obviously, there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that don't get to make it out there and see these things. Hey, look, man, I want to get right into. I'm gonna tell you right now, Dustin, man, I want to get right into the meat and potatoes, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. I've been waiting to get you on for this question right here, man. Look, so when we
Okay.
drafted Ty Felton, bro, I did not agree with it, right? There was just something about it that it just didn't seem like the right thing to do. Now, I was okay with being wrong too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was perfectly fine with that. Man, I seen you put a tweet. Ty Felton is very underwhelming. Man, touch on that, man. What are you seeing out there from number 13, bro? Like, we need to know, man.
Yeah, so we all know how the depth chart goes. We got Jefferson, obviously he's not practicing. Addison, he's going to be suspended the first 3 games of the season. And then it's kind of Jalen Naylor and then really everybody else. I mean, it really drops off from Addison to everybody else. But, Naylor's kind of established. He has his good days, his bad days. Just got to focus on catching the ball. You're a wide receiver, you got to catch the ball.
Yeah.
But, going to our draft picks, Ty Felton, he's just kind of not making many splash plays as you would like. Kind of dropping the ball, some easy passes. Just his hands are not what you want them to be. Now, yes, he's a rookie. He's not going to be Justin Jefferson, the first camp that he's in the NFL with. So I think it's going to be a couple-year project.
Oh, a couple years? Nah,
Yeah,
man. We can't
probably
be
a
waiting
year
that
or
fucking
two,
long.
a year or two at least. But
Holy shit.
I don't know. Hopefully, it can be sooner than that, though, right? Because
Yeah.
that's what we really need. I mean, if we want to pay Addison, we're gonna pay him the big bucks, but I don't know if the Vikings are gonna do that. So we're gonna probably look onto a guy like Ty Felton if he does pan out. So he's gonna have to have a really strong preseason and regular season for him to really convince me otherwise that he just simply isn't ready yet. I mean, like I said before, the drops are an issue. Just
Yeah.
kind of he's your speed guy. I mean, you got him returning punts and kickoffs too, so that's kind of your guy there. Kind of for competition. But
They kind
other
of
than
just
that, I haven't seen much.
they throwing them anywhere. Just hey man, let me see where you
Yeah,
can work out, man. If like you
special
can't.
teams, something. You got to find a spot. Yeah,
Holy shit. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So I mean, look, man. And first of all, I just want to make this clear. Like, I'm not wishing bad on the kid. Like, I want to see him do good.
yeah,
Obviously, we're Vikings fans. I mean, we
right.
want him to be the next Jerry Rice. That's
Anywhere
really
that
what we
wears
want.
purple and gold.
Right. Yeah. 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 So it's not like we're preying on the downfall or anything. We're just kind of talking about the facts of what you're seeing, and it's unfortunate, in my opinion, only because the pick came out of nowhere, and the player too came out of nowhere for me. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
just me personally, only because I had a couple players on my board that I like, and I'm no professional, but still yet you just kind of know like, all right, this player seemed like he'll be good in the NFL. I'm just saying Ty Felton wasn't on that list, bro. Like, that's all I'm saying. It was just, it's one of those
Yeah,
picks where it's just like, who, what,
yeah,
you
right,
know? So,
right.
so again, man, hopefully he gets it together. But I got to ask you though, with everything going on, we seen the Jordan Addison news come across the table today, which all Vikings fans we knew that was coming. It's just like, it was just a matter of when they were going to announce it, but we knew it was
Yep,
coming anyway. So it wasn't like
yep.
we got hit from the blind side. But with that being said, though, man, looking at the roster, looking at camp, being at camp, like, who's going to step in, man? Who do you see has the best chance of stepping in and really helping our team out for those first 3 weeks?
I think it's got to be like if we're talking in house, it's got to be Jalen Naylor. I mean, last year when Addison was dealing with that ankle injury, Jalen Naylor stepped in pretty well actually. I mean,
Yeah, he
he
did.
had a couple drops here and there, but
Yeah.
other than that, in the Giants game, that end zone touchdown that he had, that was pretty sweet. You rely on his speed a lot of times, so
Yeah.
If he can just catch the ball, just corral that ball and just not drop it, as he did a lot last year, I think he'll be a competent guy going into 2025. Now, am I super confident in our wide receiver room after Addison? Not really. I would really like the Vikings, to at least work out a couple guys, a couple vets. I put on Twitter not too long ago, about an hour or so. Uh, I would really like the Vikings to either trade for Adam Thielen, a day 3 pick, sixth, seventh round or whatever it is, not much. He's what, 33, something like that.
Mhm.
Not super productive anymore, but he
Yeah.
knows the system, everything like that. So either him, or I'd like to see
Yeah.
Amari Cooper brought in too. A guy that is similar to
Okay.
Addison as in the route running aspect, and then he has really good hands, a good possession guy. I think Amari Cooper would fit in just well with the Vikings. I know a lot of people brought up Odell Beckham too, but he's not what he once was. I don't think he's just kind of the shell of himself right now. So between Amari Cooper and Adam Thielen, I would love those two guys on the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going Adam all day. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going Adam. If I had to pick, I'm going Adam with those.
because
I mean, yeah, that would make the most sense too, based off of the relationship already, the timing. I mean, that him and JJ McCarthy have. I mean, that would just make the most sense in my
well,
opinion.
right, like they've been working out this offseason together. JJ McCarthy and Adam Thielen have, and then when Addison comes back from that suspension, Thielen can be a really good wide receiver 3, mix in with Jalen Naylor or whoever else steps up too. So
Yeah,
I think it's kind of a win-win either way. I mean, you're not spending a whole lot to trade for him either, so
yeah.
it'd be a fun little ride to have with Thielen back.
No, absolutely, man. Shout out everybody in the chat, man. We appreciate you guys in the chat tonight, man. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Shout out to every single person, man. Every one of y'all tapping in tonight with me and Dust, man, for sure. Because
Yo,
this
yo,
is gonna be
yo.
good, man. We just getting started, man. I got a question
Let's
almost
go.
about every single position group, man. I just gotta know, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm curious, man. The season's right around the corner. We got Vikings football coming up on Saturday. Like, I'm just trying to get a little head start on what to
Can't wait.
expect. Yeah, you know what I mean? I want to
Yeah.
know what to expect. And
Oh
and
yeah.
and and there's a lot. We're gonna save JJ McCarthy for a little bit. We're gonna put that to the side a little bit, man, because obviously he's probably, I gotta say, probably my favorite player that has never played yet. I'm gonna keep it real with you, because like the anticipation is crazy and I'm all for it. Like the
Mhm.
adrenaline is pumping. You know what I mean? Like I am
Yeah.
ready, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be running out on the field, bro. Like for real. Like that's just how it is. Straight up. I can't
Let's
wait,
go.
man. So
Yeah.
many haters, bro. So many haters, but then a lot of love too, though. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like I feel like
You
the
gotta have
fan
both
base.
sides.
Yeah, I feel like the fan base loves JJ McCarthy for the most part. Like, I
Mhm.
don't, unless I'm not tapped in with a dark side that hasn't popped out yet. Maybe there is a dark side on X that hasn't popped out yet. Usually they pop out after a game or two. So we'll see. But for the most part, I'm just seeing nothing but, you know, love and hype and ready and faith in the kid, man. And I'm here
Mhm.
for it. But besides that, man, I kind of want to touch about the offensive line. I think you were out there the day Christian Darrisaw was out there kind of playing too, right? They had Christian
Yep.
Darrisaw out there. Like, how do you feel about the overall offensive line, man? Do you think that, I mean, just based off of what you've seen this week and last week with camp, does it seem like it's upgraded in a way?
Yeah, I do. And we've seen a lot of defensive highlights the past week or so, with
Yeah.
sacks and bull rushes and just everything, and I don't think that's a credit to just the defensive line. I think the offensive line, not every offensive line is perfect. You can't block everybody, you can't allow 0 sacks for the whole season.
Yeah.
Something's got to give, right?
Right.
So I think our offensive line going into week 1, I think Darisaw is going to be back for week 1. He looks ready to play. Get that brace on. I mean, obviously, but I think he's ready to go. He's ready to push some people around, bully some people. He's ready to go.
So you see him week one.
Yeah, I think he's ready for week 1.
Oh,
Now, that's
okay.
just me. I think the coaches might think different, but I think he's ready for week 1 for sure.
Okay.
Um, Left guard, you have the rookie Donovan Jackson. He's been kind of up and down. I mean, he's a rookie. He's going to have that. You're going against Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave every day in practice. You're going to have some lowlights and some highlights.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think he's all right now. Ryan Kelly, besides that, a couple plays where he's gotten pushed back and allowed a sack, that's out of 10 days of practice so far. If just a good handful of practice days.
Mhm.
Right guard, Will Fries, he's coming back from that injury. He's a big boy. He's ready to bully some people too. I mean, the fight that the Vikings had a couple days ago, the little whatever you want to call it, scruffle that they
Skirmish,
had.
skirmish, yeah, scruffle, whatever.
Wasn't a huge fight. It's just kind of like a couple words exchanged. But Will Fries was in the middle of that, kind of exchanging some words. And then
Yeah.
right tackle, we all know Brian O'Neill is solid, great right tackle for JJ McCarthy. So
Right.
I think the offensive line is very promising going into week one.
Yeah.
That's if Darisaw is back. Justin School has been all right, in place of Darisaw. So I have full confidence in that offensive line throughout the whole season. Just got to stay healthy.
Yeah, just got to stay up there. What real quick on the little squirmage that we had over there, man. I heard something about JJ McCarthy like ran up on somebody, man, like Tyler Batty. You remember about Tyler Batty?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I didn't really see McCarthy really in that. I wasn't really paying attention, but after the video that I got, I did see him kind of get out of the pile that he was in. So, exchanging some words in that pile. You want to see that from our quarterback. He's
I'm telling you,
got a little Philip Rivers-esque to him, with
he
the
does.
trash talk.
Okay.
Just a little bit, just from that little scruffle that we've seen. But
Yeah.
it'd be nice to see that throughout the whole season. Just that little bit of fire, I mean, I loved Kirk when he was here. Really solid quarterback, but I think that's just something that we've been missing is that little fire, that little oomph in the quarterback position.
Yeah.
And I think McCarthy will have that.
Yeah. Hey, chat. Don't crucify my boy for saying he loved Kirk. All right, it's all right, man. You know what I mean? Hey, look, we moved on.
He
You
had
feel
his
me?
faults,
We moved
but
on, bruh. Like,
we
facts
moved
on.
on. Now I'll
Nah, we
say
moved
that.
on. Nah, I
Yeah.
appreciate. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, I'm bigger on people that stand on what they believe in. And if you're a
Yeah.
Kirk fan, bro, stand on that. That's what
I
I
mean,
respect.
if
You
Kirk
feel
had a
me?
bad game, he had a bad game. I'm not going to
That's
be
a
like,
fact.
whoa, well,
It's
the
a fact.
offensive line this, the wide receivers that. If he had a
Yeah,
bad game, he had a bad game. I just liked
that's
him
a fact.
because he was a solid quarterback for
Yeah.
us. I
Hey.
mean, everything else aside, whatever. But
Yeah, nah,
yeah.
facts, man. But we're on to a new chapter, and
Yep. Turn the page.
turn the page, right,
Yep.
turn the page. Which crazily, damn near they talking about bringing maybe Kirk maybe in the options. And now let's get to that though.
Yeah.
Explain to us why, Dustin, that Kirk's even being brought up because obviously it's something that people are seeing because listen, this wasn't a conversation a month ago. Now that camp started, all of a sudden the Vikings may need to shop a backup and Kirk Cousins is name's coming up. Why is that?
Well, let's start in house again at the quarterback position. We have our QB1, JJ McCarthy, all fine and dandy, whatever. It's where it starts going after QB1, where it's QB2, QB3, QB4. Those are question marks right now in training camp, where our QB2 right now is Sam Howell, and he's been, I think, declining, in stock, if we're putting stock into this. He's been declining in camp, throwing a lot of picks, not a lot of big splash plays either. So if you're looking for a QB2, I guess Kirk Cousins would be a pretty good QB2, but I personally don't see the Vikings doing that. I did
Mm,
say a couple months ago that it would be a cool option to have,
yeah,
but I think there's I think right now I've kind of changed my opinion to if we get Kirk, cool, I guess. It depends on what you trade for him because you're gonna have to trade for him, but I don't know. He'd be a really solid QB2. I don't think you really need him as a QB2 though. I mean, Sam Howell, I feel like if you put him into a game, we've seen glimpses of him where he's, played pretty well, especially with Washington. So
yeah,
I've been kind of a Howell stan to a point, not a supporter, but I've been a stan. So I think I don't know. The Kirk Cousins rumors, you kind of have to take those with a grain of salt. I don't know if
yeah,
that really goes through with Kwesi and Co.
yeah.
But you're gonna have to find someone between a Kirk Cousins and a Sam Howell in price and trade value and anything like that.
Probably like so I'm still thinking Carson Wentz, Ryan
Yeah,
Tannehill, maybe up
yeah,
in
I'd be
that.
fine with
You know what I
those.
mean?
Yeah, yep,
Carson Wentz, Ryan Tannehill type of deal. You know what I'm
yep.
saying? I think I think those would be the guys, in my opinion. Those are really like the only two names that really stick out to me as far as like realistic. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
Yep.
you know, I'm concerned though, Dustin, is because the conversations are being had, and I felt like I just for some reason I felt like they shouldn't be had. I felt like, I mean, I know you said he threw a ton of picks, he's doing this, that, and the third, but I kind of when we got Sam Howell, I got to keep it honest with you, like I felt like, you know what, Kevin O'Connell, Sam Howell, bruh, Sam Darnold
I
again,
was
like for
excited.
real. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I was excited too. I'm like, listen, I'm not doing backflips, but I'm like, look here, I'll be straight. Like you said, if anything was to happen, I feel like Sammy can hold it down because why? Because I feel like Kevin O'Connell and the structure we have can put him in the right position, the right situation to win and play clean football. But I mean, coming out of camp, but we got to remember too, man, Dustin, you were there, obviously seeing it in person. I mean, Sam Darnold struggled a lot last year in camp, right?
Yeah, I mean he would throw picks. I mean, yes, he would have those long bomb, completions to Addison on the sideline, but you can only take those so far, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
back last year, JJ threw a couple picks, Darnold threw a couple picks. It's
Yeah.
kind of learning the system. The system was new for both of them. And
Yeah.
then this year JJ's thrown maybe two or three picks all of camp. So
Let's
that
go.
take that for what you will. So
Let's go, man. Shout out Marty McFly with a 49.99. Appreciate you, man. Listen, man, we don't got the soundboard, man. I'm gonna give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Let's go.
let's
Shout out
go.
my boy, man. Shout out my boy Marty, man. Hey, y'all make sure you hit the like button, man. Appreciate y'all, man. That's a fact, man. That's what's up. That's love. This is about Dustin tonight, though, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, because hey, I'm almost super excited. You know, I'm almost too excited. I don't want to forget anything. But all right. So we touched on the offensive line. I just want to revamp real quick. Offensive line. You said you feel like it looks good. You think we're on the right track there. Where it's an upgrade from last year,
Yep.
right? That's what it's looking like. All right. Wide receivers, little shaky. Ty Felton, little shaky. You know what I mean? We're not going to throw him out yet, but it's not looking good. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
you said, hey, like you said, Jalen Naylor. Listen, how did Jalen Naylor look last year in camp? Because that's the difference too, though. I feel like last year he's always like in the conversation of being damn near the best wide receiver on the team in camp, though. I ain't hearing that this year. Why?
I think, well, he's getting a lot more spotlight this year, obviously, because Jefferson is not practicing. Just kind of a lot more reps. I don't know what the huge difference is from last year, honestly, because he, like you said, he'll have those really great plays in camp, and then he'll just be, bottom of the barrel type guy. So I think it's that range of inconsistency for Naylor.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been a huge Naylor guy ever since we
Yeah.
drafted him. I don't really watch college, so I didn't know much about him, but
Mhm.
just kind of watching him in camp in what was he drafted in 2022? So
Mhm.
just watching him in camp from then on, he's shown some promise, but
Yeah.
it's all about developing the player too, and we just haven't really seen too much of that,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, we've seen growth, but just not much growth, I guess, is the best way to put it. And I don't know, you want to see more consistency with the catches. I think he can run routes. He's got the speed.
Yeah.
Ball tracking and catching are his two big weaknesses, I think.
Yeah, I mean, shit. We have no chance. We have no choice but to lean on him.
Yep.
So it is what it is, man. We gonna lean on him. Let's talk about tight ends, Dustin, man. We didn't get a chance to see Bartholomew. You didn't get a chance to because he wasn't out there at all, right? Like
No, he's on IR right now, technically.
that's right.
So
He's hurt, and I think something just came out where they said it's worse now. Like
long
it's
term.
looking bad, right?
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
Which again, man, I'm not trying to crucify Quasey, bro, but you gotta knock it the hell off, bro. Like seriously, Quasey, man. Like, why are you going after injured? What is so appealing for getting players that have been like banged up badly? We're not talking about a little battle wound. We're talking about a motherfucker that got a purple heart. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
God damn.
Right.
I don't get it, man. But hey, you know what? I'm a Quasey guy, though. I got to throw that out there. I'm a Quasey guy. I support him. But the drafts just aren't. I mean, obviously, this jury's still out. But, man, it seems like just based off our conversation tonight and the facts we have, there's we only had 4 picks. 2 of them already ain't sounding good, bro. Felton doesn't seem like he's, being the guy that we thought he would be. And then all of a sudden Bartholomew, now we ain't even gonna see this dude. You know what I'm saying? Right. So ain't no telling what's gonna happen there. What about the other one? Let's just get to the other 2 real quick. What about TID, man? How's he looking?
Honestly, I haven't really seen too many splash plays by him, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, though. That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay. Yeah.
He's not getting blown up all the time. I mean,
okay.
When he's with the second and third team, he's not really getting the sacks, I guess. We won't know until we see live game action, though. In the preseason,
Saturday.
In the regular season, we won't know until Saturday. It all starts Saturday. But let's kind of wait and see how that progresses, because I think we all kind of knew it was going to be more of a project than a day one starter, obviously. So when you're sitting behind a guy like Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, the edge rushers too. He's not an edge rusher, but all those guys that can get to the quarterback, you want to play those guys as much as possible, right? So you got Levi Drake Rodriguez, which is looking really, really good too. He's getting some push in that pocket. So I think giving him some opportunity this year, at very worst, maybe a practice squad guy, but I think he makes the 53-man roster. Let's see how he shows out Saturday, though, to really get that opinion. I think that's a fair point to have.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Marty, man. He said, see you at Skull Fest, Skull for Life PG4. Thank you, Dustin, for your insight and professionalism. Subscribe, man. Appreciate you, man. You're welcome. That's a fact, man. Hey, Brennan said, hey, Brennan, you crazy. He said, rap stressing over practice. Hey, no, look, man. Hey, you lucky I ain't got my soundboard tonight. You know what I mean? Because I would have been going crazy right now at the soundboard. But no, it's not that I'm stressing, but, at the end of the day, first of all, I believe practice is important. I know a lot of us, there's some of us out here that just, it's just practice. And I use the Allen Iverson sound bit, to joke around. We're talking about practice, not the game. But I mean, listen, all the GOATs, man, they will tell you practice is important. That's how you become the GOAT. You have to practice as you play. Foundation. You know what I'm saying? So these things we're hearing, I need to know, man. Listen, because now I can know what to expect on Saturday when it comes around. If you're telling me, I hate to keep bringing up his name, man. I hate to keep kicking him while he's down. But if you're telling me he's dropping, that's what I expect to see Saturday. I expect the ball to be in the air and he gonna drop it. You know what I mean? Now, I hope he proves me wrong. That's what I'm waiting for. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yep. But shout out Brendan, man. Yeah, man. I'm stressing over practice, man. That's what we're here to talk about. You feel me?
Hey, we got to have expectations, right? Yeah. We want to see the guys do good. We don't want to see them do bad.
No, absolutely not. No, for sure. What I'm super excited about, Dustin, man, is this running game.
Yeah.
And, that's going to go into another question that I want you to because only you, really, I feel like only you can answer this question for me right now. And that is, first of all, the running game, right? I'm sure it looks good with the 2 guys we got, Jordan Mason. I know you've tweeted about Jordan Mason on how, hey, this dude stock, guy. He's quick. Yeah, you getting me hyped, bro. Like, I'm seeing the tweets. I'm like, yo, like, hurry up week 1. Like, I'm ready to see this. You know what I mean?
You and me both. Yeah.
I can't wait. So but my question is this, though. This is where, because I've been going back and forth, with the community, we've been actually going back and forth on this and talking about this. Do you think the team is going to transition into a running team? And the reason why I say you're the one that can answer this, because they're going to practice kind of how, you can see the vision of, okay, are they running more? Or is KOC have JJ McCarthy passing more? Like, what's the kind of the percentages there? Like, what does it look like while you're there?
So let's start with 2022 when O'Connell first got here. He was a pass-heavy guy. We had Dalvin Cook, but that was the last year that we had Dalvin Cook. Obviously, shipped him away, whatever. Not too bad for Cook that year. Played in every single game. I don't remember all of his stats, but I think he was 1,000-yard.
He had 1,100. Yeah, 1,138.
Yeah. So, and then going to 2023 when we had Alexander Madison, in the backfield. That was kind of a rough time for Vikings fans, running the ball, kind of dropping off from Dalvin Cook to Alexander Madison, which a lot of fans thought that he could be a running back one, a starter on a lot of teams, which
Yeah.
we kind of got shown that that's not the case.
Yeah.
But last year, 2024, when we bring in Aaron Jones, the run game got a lot better. And it sucks that he didn't stay healthy for a lot of that. He played in every single game, but
Yeah.
just would exit the game here and there, which kind of sucked. But going into this year, with your question, bringing in Jordan Mason, that's huge for the Vikings. We haven't had a dynamic running back duo like that since a long time. A long time. I can't remember the last
Chester
time
Taylor, maybe Chester Taylor and the boys.
maybe. I mean, even when we had AP McKinnon, uh, even Matt Asiata, maybe then, but that's
Yeah.
as close as
Yeah.
you're gonna get to a dynamic backfield. But with Aaron
Yeah.
Jones and Jordan Mason, a guy that can catch the ball, he's a receiving back, and then you have Jordan Mason, which he's a bulldozer. He's gonna run right through it. And he has some decent speed in camp too, which I thought he was kind of a slower player, but running out in the open, you want to step out of the way when he's coming at you. I'm telling you that. So
Yeah.
he's going to run you over. I think Kevin O'Connell in this run game, throughout camp so far, it's been a close to as a 50-50 split as you can get with run and pass plays. Kevin O'Connell wants to run the ball, and I think that's going to be pretty obvious this year.
Okay, so that's news to me. That is
Yep.
valuable for us over here when I'm doing my live shows and we're talking and trying to figure out, what's the identity of this football team. Like that right there is a great tidbit for us over here, man, because
I mean, when
we
you have Jefferson, you're gonna want to pass the ball. Kevin's a
right,
pass heavy guy, but you're gonna want to run the ball a lot this year
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Shout out Bill in the building, man. Shout out Norris. I see you being active. Blunt, man. Appreciate you guys, man. All you guys in the building, man. This is great. You know what I'm saying? This is great, man. Over here supporting our boy Dustin, man. Hey, I'm telling you, man. This is gonna be one that I'm gonna rewatch and go get some tidbits off of and be like, all right, let me talk about that on Friday, dog. Let's
Oh
talk about
yeah,
what that.
there
So
you go.
don't be surprised, Dustin, if your name gets brought up on Friday Night Live, man. Where I say, hey, well, remember Dustin told you, what I'm saying? Facts, bro.
That's all
Hey,
right.
I was talking to Nephew, man. Are you familiar with Nephew, JJ Viking?
Yeah.
JJ
Yep.
Viking, little JJ, man. We call him Nephew. So the other night I had him on the show and he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm having Dustin on. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, I can't believe, first of all, that I've never reached out to you to be on the show, first of all. Like, so I want to apologize about that, bro, because I take responsibility, bro. Because I'm like,
That's all
yo,
right.
that's crazy to me. Somebody that brings so much value to the community, bro. It's like, how the hell you ain't on Vocal Vike yet, bro? That's wild. But I'm glad we able to get this out the way tonight, though. This is going to be one for the books, man, for sure. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, I'll have to get you on my pod sometime too.
Man, God,
612
please.
Vikings.
Please, bro, and make sure. Oh, and I was looking. That's the thing. I'll make sure I put it in the description after the show. 612 Vikings, man, because you do YouTube. Do you do like a weekly thing?
I try to make it weekly. I haven't done that as of late, but yeah, I try
Yeah.
to make it weekly.
Okay, yeah, man. We'll make sure we do that, man. If somebody, matter of fact, one of the mods, man, if y'all can do me a favor, go find it and put it in the chat really quick too for me, please, man, so we can pin it, man. 612 Vikes, you said?
612 Vikings. Yep.
612 Vikings, man. Somebody go grab one of the mods, please, man. Do us a favor and go grab that so we can pin that, man, and support the broski, man. But man, look, man, listen. All right, so we got a lot of that out the way. I want to talk about, we're going to keep McCarthy, man, because I really want to go a little deeper with McCarthy. We're going on 34 minutes, man. I don't want to hold you too long. We'll try to get it right around an hour, all right? If that's good with you.
Yeah,
but I want to talk about the defense too really quick, man. I'm super excited. I know you touched on the defensive line and we the Hargraves of the world, the Jonathan Allens of the world, man, which I'm super excited about. I mean, do they look like they're moving around like they're supposed to be moving around? No, they're a little older.
Yeah, they're older, but I have a clip out there of Jonathan Allen just bull rushing Walter Rouse. Now take that for what you will, but
Okay.
to see that, through a young guy that is super strong in Walter Rouse, and then Jonathan Allen that's been around the block. He's one of my favorite players in the NFL, even before we got him. So I've been
Yeah.
a big Jonathan Allen guy. Super strong, has those big tree trunk legs as well for power in the lower half. And then Javon Hargrave, I always forget we have him because out of all the signings that we have, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, Jonathan Allen, Kwesi
Yeah.
went ham this offseason. So I feel like Javon Hargrave has been little overlooked too, but he's kind of making that case this summer that, hey, don't overlook me. I'm still here. I'm bull rushing Ryan Kelly, a really solid center, a really good center, into the quarterback. So,
Yeah.
he doesn't get the Gravedigger nickname for nothing. So I think you're gonna see a lot of the Gravedigger this year.
Bro, hey, listen, I'm ready. And that's one thing, like, as Vikings fans, man, we have been missing it. You know what I mean? Like, we have
Yeah,
been missing the
yeah.
middle of that defensive line causing havoc. I can't wait to see it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
It'll
ready
be
to
fun to
see.
watch.
Hey, Gravedigger, I like that. Yeah, you got me hyped with that. I ain't gonna cap. Shout out Norris for going and grab. Shout out Dylan, man. First of all, Dylan, man, appreciate you going and grabbing the YouTube channel, man. That's what's up. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you doing that, bro. Let me see if I can get this thing pinned real quick for you, Dustin, real fast here.
Appreciate it.
Am I on mine? Oh no, that's why I won't let me pin it. I'm like, damn, why the hell won't let me pin it? Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Let me just
Yeah.
pin this real quick for him. Hey man, look, hey, this real quick, Dustin, just throw it out there while I'm doing this. What do you see our record being, man?
Our record, I've always kind of said I think we'll hover around 10 wins this year.
10?
Um, I think that it's not me being like pessimistic because everybody's like, oh, we should have 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever wins. I'm like, with a tough schedule, a second place schedule, it's not as tough as first place, but it kind of feels like it right now. But
Yeah.
kind of with that schedule we have a couple favorable games, but going into it with a unknown quarterback right now, I think that's kind of what's holding me back until we get a couple games under McCarthy's belt. I don't think it's too fair to judge how many games we'll win either, but I think it all kind of depends on JJ. He's the most important position on the football field,
Yeah.
and I think around 10, 11 wins we'll probably hover around. So I think that's pretty good. I don't know if that will win the division or not. I think
Yeah.
the Lions will kind of regress this year without their coordinators, a couple other pieces too with their offensive line, but the Packers, who are their cornerbacks? I mean, you could put the guy from Quick Trip down the street at cornerback, and he'd probably be your starter. So,
Let's go.
I mean, the Bears, they're going to be fighting for a division spot or a division title spot too. So, I think the Vikings are probably the best, well-rounded group that we have in the NFC North, and it's
Yeah.
a really tough division too. So, I think the Vikings will probably end up winning the North with 10, 11, 12 wins maybe. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
So my boy, hey, I like my boy Dustin talking this shit. You hear me? Like, I like that, man. Getting spicy. Now, I will say this. One thing I do know about you, man, is although, I mean, obviously diehard Viking, but your basketball team's from Wisconsin, though.
Yep.
Yeah, your basketball team from Wisconsin. Why are you from West? Are you originally from Milwaukee?
No, I'm not from Milwaukee, but I was born and raised in Wisconsin. I just happen to be a Vikings fan and a pretty big Vikings fan. So yeah,
Okay.
I like the Milwaukee Bucks, Milwaukee Brewers, Wisconsin Badgers. Just kind of born into that. I
Got
just
you.
became a rebel with the Vikings. I'm like, you know
Let's
what?
go.
Screw the Packers. I'm gonna
Let's
be a
go.
Vikings fan. So I think that was probably one of the best decisions of my life. So
Let's go. Absolutely.
won't
Absolutely.
be here without me liking the Vikings.
I'm telling you, and that's what I was just about to say. I'm glad you became a Vikings fan, brother. You know what I mean? We appreciate the boots on the grid now, man. Shout out everybody in the building, man. You're bummy to me. I see you, man. Shout out MP with the 199, man. Listen, he a Bears fan. I know you're salty, bro. We on you, man. Week 1, just be patient. Relax. We are going to put belt to your ass. Just be patient, man. It's coming. He said you could tell about Caleb, but JJ been trash at camp. Man, we got some MP. You see, you can't run that game tonight because we have my guy Dustin here. Guess what? He been at camp every day since we've been out there. You feel me? He telling us the truth. Let's go. And we got video evidence to prove it, man. He got all of them. So, hey, knock it off. You feel me? Like all that. It worked the other night. It ain't working tonight, bro. Yeah.
Nah.
But shout out to your 199 though, for sure, man. Shout out to Jay. Real quick, Dustin, how did you feel about JJ McCarthy like coming into the NFL though?
Like I said, I'm not a real big college guy, but JJ was one of the quarterbacks that were being talked about for the Vikings, and as soon as our pick was on the board, I'm like, we're getting JJ McCarthy, and I was super stoked about it. I have video evidence of me cheering that pick on. It's not like I'm like, oh crap, JJ McCarthy. I know nothing about the kid. I watch highlights and stuff, and I kind of judge my opinion off of that, which isn't always necessarily the right thing to do. I should probably watch some game film and certain situations and stuff. But I don't know who talked about this, but when looking at JJ McCarthy's film, if you look at the weighty down, so third and medium, third and long, stuff like that, fourth down, JJ McCarthy is one of the better quarterbacks at making completions and throws on those downs when it really matters. So that was one thing that really stuck out to me about JJ McCarthy is how accurate and how strong of an arm he has. That he can fit these balls into really, really small windows. Super accurate guy too. I mean, he had one of the strongest arms at the combine last year. So with that said, I'm a big JJ McCarthy guy.
Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that translate at camp?
Yeah, I mean, with these drops, I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand. McCarthy's ripping that ball into these receivers' hands. I don't know if these receivers are necessarily ready for these really fast balls. I mean, look at Jordan Addison. He's had a couple drops this camp, and I think it's because JJ has some heat on those balls. Now, JJ needs to work on, some of these touch throws. You don't need to slam these balls into these receivers' hands, but pause. But, it's something that you like to see, that arm strength for sure.
Right. So, because I ain't gonna lie, like, I gotta say, I'm a huge JJ fan. First of all, I support Michigan Wolverines too. That's like my college team. So I'm not as big of a college fan as I am NFL, but I follow him enough to where I know I've been watching JJ his whole time at Michigan. So I knew about him long before. Me and SK, we were big because SK, my boy, SK. He's a Michigan fan with me. SK. Yeah, he's a Michigan fan with me. So like me and him, we were on the JJ train before a lot of people, right? And then Thor comes. Shout out my boy Thor. I had him on the show not too long ago, man. Repping, you feel me? Shout out my boy Thor. But then he came out and really like pushed that narrative, and then it started taking off. Me and SK always joke about it. We're like, man, you know what, bro? We were pushing that shit first, but hey, Thor did it right though. You feel me? Shout out my boy, man. I ain't taking nothing from my boy.
It's one to get it going.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. Hey, but like I say that to say, man, I've always had faith in him and knew that he would be good. Just watching him in college too, man. He just had that it factor. I know people that say, well, how do you gauge the it factor, man? Now I gotta ask you, Dustin. You've been at practice. If I told you JJ had the it factor, what would you say?
I mean, if you have eyes, you're at training camp. I think it's pretty obvious because all the players, all the coaches kind of just hover around JJ. I mean, you don't see that with Brett Ripon, Sam Howell, Max Brosmer. You don't see that. Everybody loves JJ, and I don't know him personally, but you can just tell out on the practice field that he's a very energetic guy, charismatic. Coaches love him, players love him. Just fun to be around. So as long as he can just be somewhat decent in the NFL, I think a lot of guys will like him, like to play with him. He'll give you the ball too. I mean, if you're open, he's gonna throw it to you. He's gonna make some plays. So I think there's not much to really hate about JJ, if anything at all.
Is he I know he said we were gonna wait to get on JJ, but since we already knee deep in it, man, is he like, do you see him also getting serious, like becoming that leader at such a young age? Like, I mean, I'm talking, maybe not necessarily yelling at players, like, but at the same time, if they run the wrong route or something, are you seeing any kind of conversations where he's going up to the receivers and saying, no, you're supposed to, like, the hand movement, obviously you can't hear him, but do you see that a lot in camp this past week?
I guess I haven't really noticed it too much
Yeah,
this year, just because he is kind of new. I mean, he is the quarterback. He's supposed to tell you how you're supposed to run your route, everything like that. But
yeah,
I think that's kind of why Kevin O'Connell's there.
yeah,
He's kind of your quarterback whisperer. He's your offensive coordinator basically. So uh, I think once JJ gets another year under his belt, he can finally understand the system. Another year
mhm,
with Kevin O'Connell playing, practicing, everything like that. I
yeah,
think I think JJ will be a little more vocal. Not that he isn't. He just needs to understand the system, needs
yeah,
to soak it up a little more. So,
yeah.
like I said, just give it another year. I think he'll be a little more vocal in that leader position. I think he might even get that captain patch on his
This
jersey
year,
this year. I think
let's
so.
go.
I
You
think so.
think? Damn, I think he deserves it, don't you?
Yeah, I mean you're the quarterback. I mean why wouldn't you have it?
Yeah.
You know?
You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
it's right, man. Yeah, hey, he gotta become a vocal Vike, man. You know what I'm
A
saying? Hey,
vocal
damn,
Vike, yes
where's my
sir,
button? Where's my button? Son of
yes
a
sir.
bitch. Oh man. Nah, this is
uh,
this is great, man. This is great. I want to talk about the DBs, man. There's obviously a couple great players, well, at least a couple great. I ain't gonna say great player. I'll say great things coming out from a couple players is what I meant to say. This is the thing, Dustin, man. Going into it, man. When we got Jeff Okuda, I got a
mhm.
little bit crucified, man. You know what I mean? Like my family over here in the chat, man. Some of them, not all of them, some of them, they were tripping on your boy RAP, man. When I said, "Hey, look here, man, Jeff Okuda gonna be in one of them ones." I'm trying to tell you. Now, I gotta ask you, man. Not only Jeff Okuda, man, but what are you seeing from the DBs? I want you to touch on what's our boy number 5? What's our boy number 5,
Makai
man?
Blackman.
Makai. I want you to touch on Makai Blackman too. I want you to just kind of tell me the overall look, man, the picture of the DB room. What are you seeing out there?
Yeah, I really like our DB room. When Byron Murphy first got here, I wasn't a huge fan of Byron Murphy. I thought he was just kind of a guy, especially after the first year we had him. Second year, so last year, played really, really well. I don't know if he's a shutdown corner, but he can hold his own for sure.
Yeah.
And I think he deserved the bag that he got from the Vikings. Maybe a little overpaid, but I think for a guy like Byron Murphy, who else are you going to replace with him? So I really like Byron now. Very solid corner.
Yeah.
And then you brought in Isaiah Rodgers, Super Bowl champion with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
I think with him coming in, Brian Flores has a clear path for him. I think he's going to be a corner two, opposite Byron Murphy or whoever else is on the outside.
Okay.
And then that kind of brings us to Jeff Okuda, which he's had a really solid camp. Now, just like any other corner, every shutdown corner has good plays, bad plays, whatever. Not saying that Jeff Okuda is going to be your shutdown corner, but
Yeah.
you can see glimpses of his first round potential that he had, the third overall pick. So I think if you're going to revive your career, I think it's with Brian Flores.
Yeah.
Uh, do I think that he's going to be an all pro, pro bowler, anything along those lines after this year? Probably not. Uh, but I think to give him opportunity on the outside against some of these wide receivers, especially in the NFC North, I think he matches up pretty well with them. Staying in certain zones, manning up. We saw a couple good plays against. I think it was Lucky Jackson with Jeff Okuda. So I think he'll have a pretty solid camp so far. Preseason, I think he'll do pretty well. Obviously, I think he makes the 53-man roster. But going to Makai Blackman, he's been kind of taking snaps with the twos and threes, just kind of working back from that knee injury that he had last year. I think it was ACL. But
Mhm.
I think it's kind of a cornerback room by committee. You'll kind of rotate players in. We're pretty good with our depth there. Because after Makai Blackman, you probably drop off to Zamiah Vaughn, the UDFA. You have a couple other guys too that I'm not
What
mentioning.
about Nudie? Yeah. What about
Yeah,
Nudie? Is it?
he's been having a pretty solid camp too. I almost forgot about him. Thank
I
you for
feel like he
bringing
had
that
a
up.
solid camp last year too, right? Like last year, I
Yeah, I
feel like he
mean
was.
this year he had 3 straight days of interception. So
Yeah.
I think he'll be a pretty solid player. I mean, you can only carry so many corners in that
Yeah.
cornerback room, though, on your 53-man roster. So someone's going to have to go to the practice squad. could someone be a trade candidate too? We don't know. But
Ooh.
I don't think that happens. But I think your cornerback room is pretty solid for what we have bearing injury. So, I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody does go down, I feel like you're pretty confident with the next man up.
So this is the thing, Dustin, real quick, when it comes to like for people like me, right? And people like us in the chat that aren't at camp, right? We see all this stuff coming out. And we see like Nudie, like you said, 3 interceptions in 3 days, right? Like an interception each day. As a fan like us, when we're sitting back and we're seeing this on X and stuff like that, you see things like that, and you automatically think like, yo, this kid might be a start. Like he might start, like for real. Like I'm not hearing Isaiah Rogers' name. I'm not hearing Mekhi Blackman's name. Like I'm hearing Nudie's name. Like, so
Mhm.
to me, as I'm sitting back, I'm looking at that as, well, damn, this he sounds like he's the starter, like low key. But I know, like being there, that's why it's important to get these conversations with people like you, because I know being there, that it's almost just like the highlight. It's like, yeah, I know you guys are seeing this and we're tweeting it and we're showing you videos because it was a play. But the overall practice, though, the consistency is coming from the guys like Isaiah Rogers. The consistency is coming from the Byron Murphys. Is that the case? Is that really what's going on?
Yeah, so kind of like what I said, I forgot who we were talking about, but
Nudie with Nudie.
no, before is a different
Oh,
position.
oh, okay, yeah,
But not hearing a player's name isn't necessarily a bad thing. But when you're
okay,
making 3 straight interceptions on 3 straight days, then you kind of get talked about a little more. But with not hearing Byron Murphy's name, Isaiah Rogers, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you hear their name, they're probably A, not doing a good job, or B, they're probably getting a lot of picks, which
yeah.
I think that they're doing their job. I think they're holding down their own. But I think it all kind of comes into the slot position as well. I think that's kind of our weakness right now, and
Okay.
just kind of getting beat on the inside. But with Nudie, I think he's a pretty solid corner. I mean, I
But
think
do you see him making the 53 or no?
yeah, I think he'll make the 53. I mean, he made it last year. I mean, we were pretty thin in the cornerback room last year, but
Yeah.
I think if you put him on the practice squad, someone's going to poach him.
Somebody gonna snatch him. Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
think you got to keep him on the roster. And, some of these picks that he's had, they're not just 50-50 ball, just go up and get it. He's jumping some routes. So he's reading the
Wow.
routes, picking that off. I think he had maybe 1 or 2 pick sixes in air quotes. So I think he'll be pretty solid for us for sure.
There's one player that I talked to, man. There's a guy named Purple Papa who's part of the community, man. He was in the chat earlier. He posted something earlier, like one of the first comments, man. Shout out to Purple Papa. Me and him argue all the time, Dustin, man. There's a guy that he loves to death, and he
Okay.
guarantees me that this guy is making the 53, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And that's Tyler Batty.
Oh
What
wow.
have you
Okay.
what have you seen from Tyler Bat? I know he got in the I seen a video. I don't know if you shot the video or if maybe somebody else did, but there was a video of him that he got in the backfield and quote unquote got a sack on JJ, or was it JJ McCarthy, or maybe it was Sam Howell, but he got in the backfield, disrupted a play, right?
Mhm.
But are you seeing consistency from a guy like Tyler Batty? Do you see a path of him making the 53? Because I just don't see it, bro. I think that's way too crowded for him, unless he's just going off. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, right. Yeah, no, honestly, like if I'm just being honest, I haven't really seen much from him. Like I don't even know what number he is, honestly, but
I think he's 92. I think number 92.
92. Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds about right. But like I said before, if you don't hear anything, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But again, I would like to see some of these guys in the preseason. That's where they
Yeah.
make the most noise. That's where it kind of quote unquote counts, because
Yeah.
that's where
Yeah.
you're deciding if you're going to make the roster or not. And he
Yeah.
could be like the Levi Drake Rodriguez of last year, where not many players really knew his name, but once that preseason game kind of kicked off, first couple, then you're like, okay, this guy can play. So
Yeah.
just kind of going off of that, I won't make too many opinions off of him until we get to those preseason games, because I really don't know too much about him or seen too much about him. He
Yeah.
might have had those sacks in preseason or in training camp, but Yeah, no, I can't wait till preseason to really see what he's got.
All right, I got four questions, and they're going to be quick answers. So, and
Okay.
and we're going to end it on this note. All right, strongest position group on the offense. Where do you think?
I would say offensive line right now.
Offensive line, strongest group. Strongest position group on the defense.
Probably D line.
D line. Okay, so the
D
trenches
line
is there.
including edge rushers. Yes.
Okay, so D line including edge rusher. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I like that. So pretty much
Okay.
you're saying we're going to be getting a ton of sacks. We're causing havoc. We're causing
Oh,
havoc for the quarterback.
100%. hundred
Yeah.
percent.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, perfect. Next question. Question number 3. What do you see I know it's preseason, but predict the game on Saturday versus the Texans. What do you see happening? Prediction
I
wise.
think we get a dub.
Getting a dub. Okay.
Prediction wise, I think a score of. I think we got some quarterbacks that can really sling the ball. I think we got a good running back group, so I think we'll put up some points.
Okay.
I think we'll go in our defense. I think we have really good depth there, so I think I'll go 24-17 Vikings.
And then player of the game.
Player of the game. Let's go. Who's gonna play a lot? I could see Jay Ward making a case.
Jay Ward. I'm glad you brought his name up, man.
I'm a
Nice.
big Jay
Okay.
Ward guy. Love Jay
Okay.
Ward.
And why is that? Because we talked about Jay Ward. I mean,
Yeah.
are you seeing a lot from Jay Ward? Like, I mean, I know he had a couple interceptions, right?
Yeah, I mean he's kind of quiet too. I mean, not
Yeah.
making big splash plays, but made a couple picks. Um, but I don't know, just something about Jay Ward. I feel like he fits in nice. I mean, he might not amount to anything at all, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think he's a very solid special teamer. I think
Okay.
I think if he gets some opportunity to actually play some safety, I think he could actually be pretty well. I mean, he's a little smaller, which is fine, but
Yeah.
I think if he plays a little hybrid of corner too, I think he'll be pretty good.
All right. Shout out Harmsy, man. Harmsy will be out there. I'm gonna have Harmsy on Friday because he's actually going to camp Thursday. So you'll
Ooh, okay.
probably see Harmsy out there, man, and Delton. So shout out to them. And then this is the last one. So that other one was this is the last question for you, Dustin, man, because I might possibly might not have you on until week 1 or before week 1. But even though I
Yeah.
do want to make this I kind of do want to. I got to tell you though, man. I kind of do want to start getting together a little more, man. I feel like we need to
100%.
do that, man. First of all, thank you for coming to Skull Fest and supporting my event last year, and
Appreciate it.
then
Yes.
obviously you're gonna be there this year.
Yep.
Hopefully you pull up this year, man. This year is gonna be huge, man. Like we got so much things
Can't
in the
wait.
works,
Same
man.
place?
No, so we're doing it at Crooked Pint this year,
Okay.
which is right around the corner. It's right around the corner, and
A
we
little
got
bigger?
a ton of little bigger,
Okay.
nicer. In my opinion, it's nothing against Corner Bar. We love Corner Bar. You know, they
Yeah.
let us do our thing there, but like Crooked Pint is more. It's going to be more of our type of venue, and it has a stage, and I mean, it's going to be fun, bro. We got
Okay.
sponsors
Yeah.
this year. So it's just gonna be a whole different vibe, man. Just like great, man. Just a great vibe. So I'm glad. I look forward to meeting you there. But what I gotta ask you is week 1, man. Week 1, I just kind of just give me. You don't have to go into depth, but just give me kind of a quick breakdown of how you think the Vikings are going to execute their W, because you got us winning, right? You got to have us winning.
Oh, of course, of course.
You got us winning. So just
Um,
let us know how you feel like we're gonna execute that dub, because we got Jordan Addison out, TJ Hawkinson. We have no idea. We'll get some more from you, I guess, this week while you're at camp. But like, yeah, what's going on with that?
Yeah, real quick. I mean, playing at Soldier Field is always, I don't know. It's always weird. There's turf or field is weird. So
Yeah,
you're always gonna have a weird game at Soldier Field. But
yeah,
with that said, I think it'll be a run heavy game. But I also think the way to win that game is you're gonna have to pressure the second year quarterback Caleb Williams, and I think we got the D line to do that.
okay,
Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Andrew Van Ginkel, Jonathan Grenard, Dallas Turner, another guy that has surprised a lot of people in camp. Very
yeah,
disruptive. So
yeah.
with that said, I think it's gonna be a defensive game. So I think we're gonna have to sack Caleb Williams a couple times. I think that will happen. So Brian Flores, I think he's cooking up something great for that week 1 game. And we're going to run the ball very well with Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
So,
Hey, man, Dustin, man, listen, great show tonight, bro. I appreciate you coming on. Sorry for the inconvenience at the beginning, us backstage going back, man. You know what I mean? I've never had that happen. I've never had that happen. But hey, we here though, y'all. We showed up though.
Yeah.
We showed up and we showed the hell out, man. We had to ghetto rig it a little bit, but hey, we getting the show done. You feel me? Harmsy said if you're at camp, Dustin, then hit him up, man. And
Yeah,
then
I'll be there around 2 p.m. So if you see me, say hi. I'll stick around for a little bit after too.
Yeah, man. And Skull Mafia said he sent you the flyer on next for Skull Fest, man. So you got all that information.
Okay.
Right? Hey, man, everybody, make sure you hit the like button, man. First of all, and then make sure you go follow Dustin if you want all the dopest content coming out of camp. I'm talking about the best, bruh. Like, make sure you go follow him at Dust_Vikings. And then also, I have his YouTube pinned at the top of the chat. Hey, go over there and subscribe. I mean, I'm sure. And TikTok going crazy, man.
That Vikings fan.
Is it that Vikings fan?
That Vikings fan. Yep.
Like THAT or DAT?
Yep.
THAT. Okay.
Yep,
that Vikings fan on TikTok, man. Go follow him everywhere. Instagram, Dustin, Instagram?
Yeah, same handle. That Vikings fan.
That Vikings fan, man. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go support the bro, man. He's a huge asset to the community, man, especially around this time of the year. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't get any better, man, for sure. The GOAT with this shit, man. So, hey, shout out to you, Dustin, man. I appreciate you, man, tapping in with the bro, man. And we will get together soon, man. Skol Vikings, baby.
Skol
Let's
Vikes.
go.